Hello there, my friends. How are you? Hope you're having a great weekend. It is a nice Saturday afternoon here. Just got home. Yes, we went on a shopping mission. I decided I needed to go to the big city and check out Hobby Lobby. No, there's not one here. Let me just see if I can share this and get things set here. Whoopsie. Now you can hear me talking everywhere. This is a much smaller group than page than my other page, but this is really where the talk's happening. So I want people to get used to watching us here instead of me having to say every time, no, it's not Cricut, but yeah. So anywho, this is where I'm going to be, but I'm going to share it to the other one in case somebody misses it. But if you want to talk to me, hey, Becky, you found it. Yay, yay, yay. Good job. Good. Okay, are you ready? I found some really great deals. Super excited. This is the one I'm going to use this afternoon. I've had this transfer that I just love. Welcome to our porch. Gather, chat, repeat. This is called Welcome to Our Porch. And I just love it, but I didn't really have a surface big enough to put it on. So this is one of my findings from Hobby Lobby. It was, of course, on sale. It is in the wood pile. Yep, $14.99. Hey, Kimberly. So I know I'm not supposed to tell you where I went. So I went to that store with the rhyming names. Okay, how's that sound? Okay, so Mum's the word. Where'd we go? Where did I get this? At the store with the rhyming names. Okay? All right. So who? Anyway. That's what I got. So I have waxed it. Now, the reason you put wax on it, and we have something called surface wax, the reason that you do that is because I might want to use this for something else. And if I just put the Chalkology paste on it, it might stain it because it's just raw wood. So this has been sitting on here for about 10 minutes waiting, and now I'm just going to buff it up and just wipe off any excess and kind of shine it like you would shine the floor, right? We'll just do that. See, get a little bit of excess off. Not bad. It's really pretty easy. Now, you don't have to do that, but if you want to use this, or in case you might make a mistake, the other piece to this is if you're using a Couture surface, you don't need to worry about that. They're already pre-treated, so you don't need to do it. So for example, if I were using, it's a pie, the one with the apple pie, that frame right here, I don't need to wax that. That comes all perfect, ready to go. Okay, I keep putting my hand right in front of the camera, which is really kind of silly. All right, let's see if we can move this a little. Just got home, had a great afternoon. The girls had their last skating lesson today, Grace and Lucy. And it's in an outdoor rink, so it's been a little chilly, but they love it. They've been having a ball. Because I used a paper towel and there might be some lint, I'm going to wipe this down with my towel just before I get started. Okay, you're good. Move you right there. I am going to use Lakeshore because, as you can tell, it's one of my favorite colors. And let's get to it. This is a bigger, this is a size C transfer. So these are a little bit bigger. Pretty cool. All right, so I want to see if the whole thing's going to fit. And it looks like I can just put it right down in there and it's going to be fine. So I don't need to cut it at all. I could write on the back of this what it is, but it's the only one I have out right now, and it's the only one that's this size, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I am going to worry about how I fuzz it because I don't want it to get stuck to itself, and that could happen. So I'm going to do this kind of in stages. I'm going to peel this back this way, right? And then put my towel down. And then peel this back, put you over here. And I'm just going to fold this back on here, and then that towel gets the other side, right? Hey, Pat, welcome. Pat is one of the newest members of the team, which doesn't have a cool name yet. We're taking suggestions, so if there's something that you think would be a good name for our team, let me know. Excited to have Pat as a brand new designer join us. All right. So now I fuzzed. It flopped over on itself too. All right, so this is a big one, right? Let's bring it down here. And I'm gonna flop this down on my surface and decide where I want it. I want it to be in the middle, so I'm gonna eyeball it right there. Now, if I have some wrinkles in the green part, the teal part, that's okay. But I need to be sure that there's no wrinkles in the silk screen and that I'm well stuck all the way around the edge. You want to make sure that it's good and solid. The only thing I'm questioning is parts of it don't really want to stick, and it might be the wax. Maybe I should, you know what I'm going to do, one thing, hold on. I'm going to dry this a little bit. It's not really wet, but I want this, the wax is kind of giving me a little bit of a hard time. So I'm just going to do this to be sure that I have a good, it's not too sticky, not too waxy. It is from the store that has two names that rhyme. Okay? Starts with H, and the second word starts with L. Becky, you just ordered from my link. No host code needed. As long as you see my smiling face with my really good hair in the top corner. It's pre-pandemic photo. My hair color does not look like that right now, but it will soon. Or maybe the sunshine will help. Yes, the business trip I went on this morning. Yep, Pat, that's where it's from. If you have no idea what we're talking about, make sure that you check out my Facebook group and you'll see. And that group should be linked to this page too. Make sure that you join that so you don't miss a trick. Okay, that feels better. It just kind of felt funky. I live in southern Vermont, which is in the middle of nowhere. So if you want to go to anything other than a Dollar General, you kind of have to pack a lunch because you're going to be, seriously, everything's about an hour. My Walmart, which is the only one in the state of Vermont, is where we get our groceries, and that's 20 minutes away. But everything's kind of a drive. Oh, that's just doing better. So I was just too hurried. That's really my biggest issue when I do projects with you guys, is I'm in too big a rush. So I want to make sure that I have a good, solid. All right, okay. There we go. This W is not sticking the way I want it to. I feel like it's going to ooze and not be good. You can do it. I will tell you, you get to some bargains, but honest to goodness, if you want no, I want to say no fault, but that's not really what it is, but eliminate all issues. You want to make sure that it's going to go smooth and not give you a hard time. Seriously, stick to Couture surfaces and life is great, but it's always a challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. Couture doesn't say you can't. I'm just telling you that using a Couture surface will eliminate issues. Those of you that remember me back from my Cricut days, I used to tell you that, yeah, you can use other name brand, not use the name brand stuff, but if you want to eliminate all the problems, then stick with the stuff that Cricut tells you to use. Same kind of deal here. But hey, we're living life dangerously today. So I took Grace and Lucy with me and my daughter Sarah, and we went shopping, and they're having a new baby at the end of June, but they just found out. Lucy proceeded to tell everyone in the store that her mom was pregnant. Becky, so the way it works is you will get the current month when you order, and then you will immediately be enrolled in the next one. So you will get March. So if you were to order now, you would still get the February one, which is the one, and you would get the new catalog too, which is awesome. It's the one I used the other day about the journey. Where is it? I don't have all of it on here, but it's this one. Live the life you've imagined. Yeah, that is February. Okay, so let's peel this up and see how we're doing. Because this is a big one and I'm talking a lot. Oh, that looks really cool. All right, we're going to continue on. We're doing all right. Sometimes when you're doing bigger ones, you don't want the chalk to dry in this silk screen part. So you can do what I just did. It's got some fancy names, but basically you just pull it up and then put it back down. That way you're sure that it didn't dry, because if this were to dry and then I lift it up, it's going to peel it off the board. It's not going to stick. I'm also using the little squeegee and I could use a bigger one. Look, oh, so cool. I'm going to come back here and do a little bit more on the top of the W here. Much better. Okay. Welcome to our... No, Becky, I love it. You should definitely ask questions. That's why I'm here. If I didn't want you to ask questions, I would record it. No, I love when you ask questions, because I bet you there's other people that have the same question they just didn't ask. So by all means, please ask. So why am I like over the moon over this? Because I have been for the past, I say 10 years and now it's close to 15. I've been teaching online something that really requires a lot of thought process and a lot of thinking and a lot of prep work and all of those things. No, it's not quantum theories, but it's been either Cricut software or making cards that you needed a sketch and measurements. Seriously, the trickiest part about this is choosing what color you're going to use. And I am loving it. I really am. I'm having the best time talking with you and not having to think before I sit down to do it. I have to pick the project, but I don't have to. So it lets me just enjoy what I'm doing way more than I was. And I thought I was. I didn't know I was unhappy until I started this and I decided that I am truly in love with it. I was talking to my sister yesterday and she said, but you're doing this every day. And I said, but I don't feel like it's a project. I'm not I would be doing this every day whether you guys were here or not, because it's that cool. I just share it and bring you along because I don't want to keep this all to myself. So how does it work? Becky asked a couple questions about Club Couture. Club Couture is one way to get started with this. If you want to try it, it's a monthly subscription. It's $19.95, and that includes your shipping. And you get a transfer and 3 packets of Chalk Couture paste. They look like ketchup. I'll show it to you in a sec. Look like ketchup packets with different colors. And you get that each month. You also, because you're a club member, get flat rate shipping on anything that you order of $4.95, which is a really great deal. And you are offered each month usually some kind of a special deal. This month there's a couple of really cool kits that you can order as a club member that are exclusive to club members at that price. Okay, so that's Club Couture. You can opt out. It's a 3-month commitment, but then if you decide, yeah, this isn't for me, you can opt out, no problem after that. Then the next way, of course, there's the Try Me kits. This might be kind of a goober in the middle there. We'll worry about it in a minute. It's for my pulling it up. I didn't have it down smooth. Then the next way is these great Try Me kits that are in, they look like that, right? Super cool. And to find those, you just go to my site and click on kits, and you will see the Try Me kits. Those are awesome. They're around $20, and those are a good way to get started. They come with a surface and a transfer and some chalk paste. Or if you are absolutely certain that you will be obsessed as I am, then you're going to want to do like what Pat did and join as a team member. Team members get a 40% discount on anything they purchase for themselves. They get to belong to my super cool team that doesn't have a name. And you also, if you want, you could make this a slick small business if you wanted to. Pet, you will get, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love it. Pet, you will get your transfer. You will get the same transfer that they do. You would be better off to put together your own little special stuff. They get it at a discount, but you as a designer get it at a better discount. All right. So this I can wash off when I'm sick of it and start again. Or if I was going to put this out in a place that it would get wet, I probably wouldn't do that with the surface. I think it would fall apart. But I would spray acrylic over it to protect it. But I love the idea that I can wipe this down and start again. So I invest in the surface and then I can work with it. And I love this. I am so excited about it. It's exactly what I wanted. Right? It's so cool. And I love the sentiment too. Sadly, I don't have a porch. I have a front stoop. It's just a small deck on the front of ours. I have a huge deck in the back, but I don't have a porch with a roof. But my daughter does. She has an awesome porch. So this is going to Sarah's. And I think we'll be rocking babies there this summer. So I'm excited. But yeah, so Chalk Couture has now taken over my life. It's taken over my room. And I couldn't be happier. So if you think that is something you want to know more about, I promise I will never tell you something that isn't attainable or isn't doable. I'm not going to sell you anything. You know, I enable you. I'm a terrible enabler, but I really am not going to sell you anything. I want you to be happy. I want you to do things. Pat, I should not have to re-wax it. Nope. Unless it's been, if it's been out into the elements for a long time, it wouldn't hurt. The wax is just taking your paper towel and just rubbing it over it. A light coat, let it dry. I didn't do that, so let it dry. And then buff it. And then you'll have no trouble at all with it. So let me show you a couple of the other things that I got. So let's go back to this. Love, love, love that. And I love the blue on it. So this is Lakeshore? Lakeshore. Yep. Lakeshore paste. I'm a terrible enabler. I know, Susan, I'm really sorry. Let me show you what else we found. I don't have any cool flowers right now. I went out to look to get even some dried flowers, and I'd have to hike through tons of snow to get there. So I just picked up a few of these. Those jugs that I did the other day, they need a little something in them. So that's what these are going to be. And then I have a wreath that I want to do. So I got this. Isn't that pretty, this tray? I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go. But this is going to be all part of the Farmhouse Stories, which is the new, a lot of the new transfers that are just coming out in the spring and summer catalog. The Farmhouse Story is amazing. Couture puts things together in a collection, and they call it a story. And all of those various transfers coordinate. So the font styles will be the same. The animals, this particular one, the Farmhouse one, has different animals in it. So this is going to be like the centerpiece of my project. I just don't know what's going to go in it yet. And I have one more circle that I really like. This one. So we'll see which one I do next. Oh, Grace got a feathered boa. So I have some boa fur left over in here. And what else did I find? Oh, I got some jute, because the one I have is a little thicker and a little foo-foo. Well, I guess it is actually the same. I was thinking this was thicker, but this one seems like a tighter weave. I don't know. How much jute does one human need? But I got some now. So that's about all I got. Yes, there's feathered boas all over the bottom. So anywho, I'm super glad that you stopped by this afternoon. I'm not sure what I will be doing tomorrow, but we'll be chalking at some point tomorrow, and I'll be sure to pop in. Make sure that you set your notifications on this page, the Let's Chalk page, not the old Cricut page, and hang out here going forward, and you won't miss anything. It's been really confusing for poor people that don't know what I'm talking about, and it just says Cricut. And it's not. It is not. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you at some point tomorrow. I'll post in the morning and let you know what my day looks like. See you soon. Bye.